So for this video, I'll be unboxing Cosmic Girl's latest mini album, Would You Please. It's a play on words. I got the yellow version. I don't know if they have like official names depending on the color, but I got the yellow because yellow is my favorite color, and I don't have many yellow albums, so I wanted a yellow album. So yes, I recently got this. They just announced a comeback. I'll talk a little bit more about that after I review kind of my thoughts on the album and the packaging and all of that. Um, yeah, really excited. So before I start, I always like making a comparison with a jewel case. So if you do have a jewel case, this is how big the album. Well, obviously you've seen a jewel case. This is how big the album is. Here's the spine. I like when K-pop albums have this on the spine. Sometimes they don't have them on the corners where with like the title or like the Lisa artist name, so you don't know what album it is unless. Well, if you have a bunch of albums, you'll have trouble remembering, like I do. Here's on the back, you get 6 songs, so a good amount of songs. Really good that they don't have like 4 songs, because sometimes that's the case for some albums. Alright, and then, oops, yep. So here, it has a slip. This slip doesn't seem to be that good of a quality. So just beware. This is probably gonna get damaged. Mine's a little bit damaged already. Actually no, not that damaged. It's just kind of like folded like this, but all right. Let's get started. Oh, okay, this is confusing. Okay, no, okay. So you get a yellow disc. So I'm guessing all the other ones have like a yellow, or I mean like the color depending on what color it is, it will have the color of the disc. So I have the yellow one. Alright. Let's get to the pictures. And like I said, there's 3 versions. Alright. And like always, they have a really, really pretty photo shoot. So the photo book is pretty. I like these like concept photos for this photo book. I didn't pay too much attention to like any of the 3. I just wanted like a yellow cover, but I'm satisfied with the pictures in this one. They look like witches. So it looks cool. The music video was really nice as well. Like I'm really impressed with all their music videos. I think they're one of the groups that have kind of like the magical music videos. They're always doing something like interesting. Well, for the most part, because the happy music video was just kind of like them playing dodgeball or something. So it seems like all the pictures are of them with like these capes. In the woods. And then the photos. I mean, not the photos, the lyrics. Wow. Credits. I guess I don't get to say thank you. They don't have thank you sections in this one. I guess they don't. And the back, again with the track list. And the spine has the album info. So, the packaging is okay. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And I only give it a 9 out of 10 just because of this slip. Like, I think this is kind of like useless in my opinion. They could have done it just with this. And if they really wanted to, they could have just made a box. to put this inside, that would have worked. But I did, because these things get damaged pretty easily, and they get, yeah. Okay, so 9 out of 10 for the packaging, in my opinion. I really like this. I If you're gonna do a unique packaging, it just needs to be well planned out. Obviously, this is not going outside of their um, comfort zone. This is like good. If you're gonna have a standard packaging, completely fine. Better than a jewel case. But if you're gonna have a bunch of things that are folded and all of that, that just makes life so complicated. So I don't like getting any of those albums, especially. It seems like the special edition albums from the groups that I followed that were released this year, they weren't that good. I'll talk about that in the next video, which an album that I did get, and I was like, oh, I want to get the limited edition, and then I saw the price. I was like, okay, let me just wait for an unboxing for it, and the actual limited edition wasn't even that good. But yes, as for this album, I actually really, really enjoyed it. I think this might be my favorite mini album from them. They had a good year this year. I think their title track was called Dreams Come True in the beginning of 2018. The album was okay. The title track was solid, but it didn't top my list. It wasn't like at the very, very top. As for title tracks, but it was still a decent song. I would probably put it within my if not top 20, top 30 songs this year. I might make a video with like my top singles and stuff like that. And I might just not even just pull music from the music videos and just kind of list them out. But for this title track, huge improvement. Like, it's not that Dreams Come True wasn't good, because it was good, and like I said, it's within my top 20, top 30 songs. But Save Me Save You, it's within my top 10 songs this year. I kind of have to summarize and just see all the songs that I liked this year, which were very few songs. So that really speaks, like, it is within my top 10, and it might be in my top 5 songs released this year. I love the chorus, I love the verses, I love the bridge, I love the dance, I love the concept. This was so well executed. In my opinion, I think Cosmic Girls is really underrated compared to the other groups that I follow from like the new generation, because there's very few groups that I like. And what I really enjoyed from them is that they seem to be like with their own sound. They're not trying too much to go into another group's lane. That almost did happen with their Happy song for their title track for their first studio album, which is basically a Twice reject song. Wasn't bad, but it was like, you can tell it wasn't made for them, in my opinion. And it's not to drag them, because it was a decent song, but I don't think it fit them that well, because they already had established a sound after like their Secret comeback. They have this really just unique sound, and how would it's like, it's in a specific range of girl groups, because it's like, it is kind of cute, but it's not like that typical K-pop cute song. In the typical K-pop cute song, I would put it in like right now, make a good way to compare it, it would be like Twice. Like, they have like a typical cute K-pop song, while Cosmic Girls, they're in that realm of that Lovelyz has, where their songs sound like they come from like a fairy tale. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like very and it fits the music videos as well. And I guess this is why the music videos are really cool as well. The sound is very unique to them. It fits them so well. I still have not memorized the members' names. I don't think ever will. I just know like three or four girls. I know Exy, I know Youngjung, and I know mm, the Chinese girl. Um, that's really popular because I know there's a few Chinese girls in this group, and I wish I would memorize it, but they all look very similar to me, and I just don't have the time to. But really, really, really enjoy their sound. They're not trying or necessarily following certain trends to appeal to the public. I wish it would have more support, uh, and because I don't know, I like the fact that they're on their own lane. They're not trying to be anyone else. They found their own concept. They found their own sound. And one thing I would say, they always have like a second song that could be a title track as well. And for me, that was the third song, Aya. Um, I guess is a shout out to Boyfriend, which is another group under this under the label who had a song called Aya, which is really good. Check it out. Um, and they always have another song that could be a title track in their album. So kudos to Starship. And Starship usually does a good job at making albums, and developing a specific sound for a group. Because they did that with Sistar, they did that with Monster X, they kind of did that with Boyfriend. Well, I would say they did it with Boyfriend because their Boyfriend did establish a sound very early on, and they done it with Cosmic Girl. So I'm really really happy of what they've been doing with them. But it's just really difficult to kind of get to showcase each of the girls that because there's such a big group. So I think it's really complicated to kind of, I don't know, you have to be a huge fan to really memorize their names. But I really like them. This album did not have any skips for me. Um, it flows really well. There's no song that doesn't fit in here. It does slow down after the third song. Um, but yeah, I thoroughly really like this album. It's probably my favorite um, mini album they released. So I'm really excited for their because they just announced that they're filming a music video. So I'll probably get that album as well. I don't know if I think it will be a mini album because it hasn't been that long since they released this album. So it's probably another mini album. At least they're not put into like the dungeon, I guess, and they don't release music. So yeah, I have no complaints for Cosmic Girls. My only complaint is that they don't get enough support from the general public. But it seems like they have like a solid following in Korea. But they're such a big group. I hope the girls are making enough money each, because I'm sure they don't make much money from like album sales because we all know how that works. But definitely check this album out. If you like it, purchase it. One thing I would say though, I did make a video for Cosmic Girl specifically where I showed my whole collection. So if you want to see what I have, check that video out. It's on my channel. Um, I don't have their first mini album, and I don't think I'll ever get it. Just because like that was like a weird like mini album. The two title tracks that they had, I didn't connect with any of them. Yeah, but who knows? I might end up getting it once I have like a complete collection for a bunch of groups that I follow. I might even go to the extent of getting it, but I'm not too like um mm, strict when it comes to collecting their first mini album because of how much I really ignored it. Because I guess this is kind of off topic, but it's still kind of on topic. I was very very interested in them when they announced that they were um gonna be debuting that Starship was gonna debut another group, because every time Starship debuted um any group, I really enjoyed all of the stuff they put out, even their solo artists. I really thoroughly and just really enjoy whenever Starship releases anything, because they do a good job at making like good albums. And the concepts are, for the most part, they're pretty cool. So I was very excited with like the whole Zodiac thing that they had going on. But after that mini album, I was really put off. So Youngjung, which was the member from IOI that was added onto Cosmic Girls, and that second mini album, like that changed my opinion completely. So, uh, you can't revive your group, but they did it really early on. And if it wasn't for that, like I would not pay attention to them, which is what happens with like a lot of groups that I've seen and have lost interest in. But yeah, check this album out. I highly, highly recommend it. Uh, and yeah, if you do like it, purchase it, and start collecting Cosmic Girls. I don't think their stuff is out of print necessarily, but yeah, really excited for their new album. I'm just like really like I'm really anticipating the month of January because G-Friend and Cosmic Girls are making a comeback, and that's like, oh, it's a great start. I only need like Taeyeon to like announce like she's having her album in January, and I'll be so happy. But yeah, all right, guys, bye.